Senior Counselor for Trade and Manufacturing, Peter Navarro, is here. All right, Peter, people don't like to see the stocks drop. They get nervous, they panic, the media makes it worse. What can you say tonight to soothe everyone's nerves?
Jesse, you got it exactly right. You get some panic there. The day traders make out, and then the media kind of amplifies it, running around with their hair on fire. We are in the most beautiful bullish time right now. We're moving in a transition, clearly, from Bidenomics. What was that, Jesse? The hallmark of that was virulent inflation that was triggered by massive overspending, which we're bringing under control, coupled with these, what we call these negative supply side shocks in the form of massive regulations, this Green New Deal, and a war on our strategic energy dominance and oil. All of that was inflationary, and now as we unwind it, it's slowing things down here. But at the same time, Trumponomics to the rescue. The president was absolutely right. He's been proven right, and what we have is a proven track record. So think about it this way, Jesse. Trumponomics bullish scenario. We got the 3D, three-dimensional war on inflation, right? It's drill, baby, drill. Think about just going from $80 barrel oil down to 50. You almost solved the whole thing right there. But then you got deregulation, and you got the Doge effect, which is basically taking out waste, fraud, and abuse, reducing our government debt. What does that do? That reduces, Jesse, mortgage rates and interest rates, which helps stimulate the home market and allows consumers not to have that overhang of debt on their credit cards. And then we've already had $2 trillion of commitments in investment. What does that do, Jesse? When you add more capital, more machines to people, that increases productivity. Productivity increases real inflation-adjusted wages, more purchasing power. And as these trade deals bring our jobs home and our factories back to the empty places, our trade deficit goes down. What does that do to inflation? It gives us a stronger dollar, more purchasing power because we're buying imports at a cheaper rate, and that brings inflation down. There was a reason, Jesse, a reason why tariffs didn't cause a whiff of inflation during the first term. We did historic tariffs on China. We had steel and aluminum tariffs. We had solar. We had dishwasher. We had these beautiful tariffs bringing in billions of dollars. We had price stability and growth, and I buried the lead, Jesse. We are going to get the best tax cut in history, paid for in large part by tariff revenues from around the world, taken, Jesse, from the people who've been cheating us around the world with higher tariffs and higher non-tariff barriers. It's a beautiful bullish scenario. We're bridging from Bidenomics to the bullishness of Trumponomics.
Does the president need to hold the country's hand as we go through this process? Because people look at their phones, they see the red, and they freak out. They don't have time to watch Peter explain it so eloquently on Jesse Watters Primetime.
Well, look, the president is saying exactly what he means on this, and it's trust in Trump. That what the president said in that clip you had was he's been right for the last 10 years. The way I like to say it is because he's been right, trust in Trump. We are going to have a golden age. He's promised that. And look, last time I was with you, I really enjoyed it. I talked about how a Cadillac at $50,000 from Detroit cost $65,000 in Germany because of all the unfair trade. Well, that same Cadillac, you try to sell it to China, it's $80,000. You try to sell it to Vietnam, it's $110,000. You try to sell it to India, the Maharaja tariffs, it's $140,000. That's not fair. There's a reason why our jobs go offshore. And by the way, they do the same thing or worse to our farmers, Jesse. There's a 700% tariff in Japan on American rice. It's crazy stuff. Dairy, 40% in Europe.
We defeated that country in World War II, and we have bases there, and our Navy protects them. We shouldn't be getting taken advantage of by Japan on rice, of all things, Peter. I do have to go.
Automobiles. You can't sell a car. Go ahead.
You can't. It's not fair to American manufacturers, and that's all this is.
And Trump's going to get that right.
All right. Peter, great to talk to you. Thank you
Brother,
so much.
It's always great to be with you, Jim.